Hi, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live immigration attorney chat. I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Immigration for Couples, and I'm excited to be here with all of you today. So with the start of the new year, 2022, and it's crazy to think it's 2022. I still feel like we've lost a year of our lives more with COVID. But at the beginning of every year, taxes are a big topic. And taxes and immigration and the implications of your taxes and doing them, and just some important tips is what I'd like to share with you today. There's a lot, there's a lot of overlap between taxes and immigration. There's just various components of the immigration case that involve taxes. And so I wanted to go over a few important tips. And I would like to preface with, I am not a tax expert. I practice immigration law, but I know what tax implications there are in immigration. And so I'd like to share that with all of you. And I have an amazing friend who is a brilliant accountant, and I've reached out to her to see if she would actually come on and do a question and answer session with me to give you actual expert advice about taxes. But without further ado, the few things that I wanted to address with taxes is, first and foremost, definitely file them. If you're going through an immigration case, the sooner you can file them, the better. And so with taxes, and again, we're Immigration for Couples. We represent couples going through their immigration cases. And so the thing that I like to make sure couples know, especially if you're newly married, you'll want to make sure that you are filing your taxes jointly, that you're filing your taxes together. And so again, you'll get advice from your accountant is to the best way to file your taxes. Sometimes you might be the head of household, but the point is that you want to both be filing your taxes together. Why? Because immigration is going to look at it as part of your relationship evidence. If you are a married couple, immigration would want to see that you're filing your taxes together, because that is what a married couple does. So really having your taxes filed jointly is very important for your relationship evidence. If you're filing your taxes individually or separately, that can cause and raise a red flag for immigration. They would ask you why in an immigration interview. So it's very important to know that immigration is looking to see, if you're a married couple, that your taxes are filed jointly. And in that same vein, I want to let all of you know, I know a lot of people say, well, I can't file my taxes jointly because my spouse, he or she lives in another country. They live abroad. Or my spouse hasn't received their social security number yet, so we can't file our taxes together. But the truth is that you can. And this is something that an accountant would be able to help you with. There's something called an ITIN number, an individual tax identification number. It's not a social security number, but it's a number that's given to individuals who, like I said, might be living in another country or maybe don't have a social security number yet. And that would allow you to file your taxes together. So just an important thing to know, that even if your spouse doesn't have that social security number yet, or he or she lives abroad, you're still away and you should file your taxes together. And the other thing that I wanted to let all of you know is that it's very important, as I mentioned, if you're going through an immigration case, to file your taxes as soon as you can. And the reason that is because at the beginning of the year, when everyone is supposed to be filing taxes, and immigration knows this, of course, we see an uptick of requests for evidence. So if you've recently filed an adjustment of status case, or if you are going to be having your consular interview at a U.S. embassy or consulate abroad, immigration is going to want to see these updated taxes. They're going to want your file updated with the new taxes for 2021. We're in 2022, but your 2021 taxes. And you might receive, it's actually pretty common, we let all of our clients know, hey, when we file adjustment of status cases towards the end of the year, so towards the end of 2021, it's very common that starting the next year, we will receive a request for evidence. This isn't a bad thing. It's just part of the process. That's how immigration will obtain those updated 2021 taxes. So you might receive a request for evidence that says, and they use a standard template, and I know sometimes it might be scary or confusing to receive that. And the notice will say that sometimes it'll say you don't qualify, that the petitioner doesn't qualify as a joint sponsor, and that these are the things that you need to provide. And it may or may not be that the petitioner doesn't qualify. Again, it's usually just a template request. And typically what that means is that they really just want your updated most recent year taxes. And so that's why we let all of our clients know that is a possibility. And if that happens, then it would just be a matter of reviewing the petitioner's income to see if they still qualify. So my point, though, is that if you can file your taxes as soon as possible, that will be really helpful. So that way you're in a position to respond to that request for evidence right away, or so you can take them to your U.S. Embassy or consular interview abroad. So those are just some important tips on taxes and immigration in 2022.